Shalom. I am co-pastor Juanita Weiss along with my husband David at Kingdom Life Messianic Congregation, Malchut Chaim. We are also founders of Weiss Ministries Incorporated. And I want to bring to you what I call a Torah nugget. This week's Parashah is based upon Exodus 25 through 27. And it is entitled Terumah. And Terumah simply means offering. And so the Lord says to Moses, I want you to speak to the Israelites and I want you to tell them to bring my offering. He says that I want my offering to come from hearts that are willing. That's very interesting when you take a look at that word terumah. First of all, in the root word, the base in that, the root word of that is room, and room means to exalt. So not only is he saying, I want you to take an offering, and this offering has to be exalted because you're going to lift it before me. You're going to present it to me. It will be my offering from you, terumati, my offering, terumato, his offering. So it will be his offering that we will present to him in an elevated sense. So what we're doing is we are elevating this offering and lifting it to a God who is lofty and who is elevated in himself. And he says what's very interesting is not only when you bring this offering that is elevated to one who is totally elevated, you too will be elevated. Because he says, I want this offering from a heart that is willing. Yidvenu libo, from a willing heart. Yidvenu, the root word of that, the willingness, is the word for prince or noble. And so he's saying to you, when you offer this terumah to him so willingly, from a heart that's willing, he says, not only do you offer this elevated thing to me who's elevated, but you become elevated too, because you give as a noble. And a noble, when he gives, he knows that he loves his king because his king is going to protect him. So he doesn't give out of coercion. He doesn't give out of compulsion, but he gives out of a willing heart. And so that's what Apostle Paul was saying when he cited in 2 Corinthians 9 that the Lord loves a cheerful giver and that we need to decide in our hearts what we're going to give, not out of compulsion, because he wants a terumah from us. See, they had been working this avodah, laboring in Egypt. And the Lord says, okay, when you come out of Egypt, yes, I want avodah. But when you build my mishkan, when you build my sanctuary, I no longer want avodah. I want terumah. I want a willing heart, a heart that says, Lord, I know who you are because now you've shown me who you are. And I am without an excuse to know that. You've shown me. And so I give from a willing heart. So I just encourage you, as you're giving to the Lord, just give willingly, because not only do you exalt this before the Lord, the one who is the Ram V'Nisa, the one who is high and lifted up, but you become like a noble giving to your king. God bless you. This has been a Torah nugget. If you've enjoyed it, please share it with a friend. Shalom Ovarecha. Peace and blessings.